Hey, hello. This Wednesday just after our reset yesterday on Tuesday. And thinking we go do, check my
I
vault. Go
understand your
do
frustration, Gaora.
delve for the
Our
week, get some
repair
extra
efforts
gilded
would
crests.
not be possible without you.
You pick up these quests
Remain
that
vigilant.
I'm probably not going to do. Oh, actually,
Speak and be heard.
might do Floodgate this week. Looks like no delve quests. Alright. So I'm kind of taking a pretty close look at what's been going on with the tuning. And it looks like Frost is turning out to be in a pretty weird place. They're not done at all. And I'm guessing that where they've left Frost right now is going to change. Oh, I must have clicked this already. Okay. Let's see if any of this looks helpful. No. Maybe. I think I already have one of those. Don't need that. Kazan. Don't really need that, I don't think. But I might take that just 'cause. Let's see. Is there anything else I need? Gem socket on. Nope. I don't think for my single target build. Oh yeah, I've already got the big turbo drain. The only thing that might be useful is this, so sure. Alrighty. Oops. Okay, let's go see what's overcharged. Oh, actually, you know what? I was going to try my delve bot. I hadn't tried that yet. Oh yeah, here we go. Alright. Oh, look at that. Let's see where it takes me. Firefox had some kind of update. Looks like it learned how to spam you with notifications. Oh, well, I sure don't want to do Takrathon. But I see my overcharges up there, so let's go do that one. Spiral weave is not too bad usually. Yeah, as I said, they had done some tuning, and it looked like Spell Slinger was going to be possibly our go-to for, certainly for Mythic Plus for Frost, and that got nerfed. And Frostfire is actually a little better, but Frostfire is way behind Arcane, so I think single target is actually still pretty close to Arcane for Frostfire, but not the AoE, not at all. It's alright, I played a little bit of Mythic Plus as Arcane, and it's okay. You got to get used to it a little bit and make sure you're kind of watching to see if you can get your cooldowns lined up with the mob pulls for sure. Okay, we're supposed to be grabbing hooks and collecting explosives. Okay. Huh. Wonder if I can actually reach that. No, of course I can't. This is dumb. What good are hooks? You're just gonna come down in a bunch of mobs.
Hurry up, better go! That's more like it.
You know what? I think there was actually a quest of some kind this week, too. Even though our belt is all the way upgraded. I thought I saw one in Draenor. Oh yeah. So we get an overcharged chest. I do kind of like they added that in, that just doing the delves themselves will give you a quest to get a chest that has a restored coffer key. So a little less grinding in the world you gotta do. Still don't think I would use, you can use arcane here in the delves, but frost is built pretty well for this. Just because of the slows and the way we do damage. Just not going to do a big burst like arcane, but we also don't have to wait a minute and a half between our burst windows or damage windows. So for stuff like this delves where you're soloing, pushing through, it's pretty good.
Those webs will summon the Rubians.
Ooh.
Don't stand in them.
I got a big, what do you call it? Bioprint.
Rams got your back.
Those bioprints can actually do a decent amount of damage. Okay, let's see here. I don't see bioprints showing up. Maybe it's over here. Nope. That's odd. Says that's all it did. Huh, that is pretty strange. I don't think that's right. Okay. Also don't think I want to be in single target spec or gear. There we go. Buffs off the overcharged delves certainly help a lot. I don't know if they said too much about delves in the next patch, how that's changing. I guess we'll see. Maybe there's no big changes. Thought I saw something about one new delve. will say this whole expansion has been pretty nice for my alts, at least. As long as you can get in every week and do your dells, and then I don't even do that much raiding or Mythic Plus with them, you know. Occasional, maybe a dungeon a week, and then maybe one or two of them will go do a little bit of raid. But gosh, they're all at it is the end of the season, but they're all over 680 item level easy. Yep. And they all got pretty decent gear. And even the trinkets from out of the dells. So we got energy drink here. Did buy Moxies with those puzzling cartel chips, but yeah, those good trinkets too. So I was a little surprised that energy drink simmed out okay for Frost, but it did outsim my other trinkets for whatever reason. Let's see, 5 of 6 explosives collected. Must have missed one here. Guessing it's down here somewhere. That is odd. Oh, there it is. It's not a big deal, but I know this particular scenario, you're supposed to pick up those explosives. They don't actually have a glow around them like everything else that usually is a quest item. Seems like we're supposed to blow up these, and they do indeed have a glow around them. So if you're doing this scenario, can't figure out where the explosives are because nothing's glowing, it's because they don't.
I require a target. I do not have a target. I need to target something first.
Smell that? It's treasure. I know it.
I do not have a target.
I haven't done really high keys on my Frost Mage, some 15s, and I feel like the damage is actually pretty decent. It's not bad. I can run Arcane, and I will certainly get higher burst on a pull that's set up well for Arcane, where you got that big fat mob and then a bunch of little mobs around. Kind of like this, but not having to run away from stuff.
I require a target. I do not have a target.
But all that said, frost damage is not bad.
I need to target something first. I require a target.
If you've got a nice big pull of mobs and you're able to be chaining in, I wonder where that
I need
guy
to target something
be able to
first.
be chaining lots of frozen orbs and blizzards out, you'll do good damage. And it was looking like Spellslinger was going to be the go-to for Mythic Plus, at least, Spellslinger Frost. There's a lot of potential damage coming in. Though not as strong single target at all as Frostfire could do. But I think that would have been an okay way to go. Frostfire in Mythic Plus is mostly fun. But like I said, so you got that big pull, and you're spamming blizzards, you can get more frozen orbs out, and that's you're getting tons of damage with occasional ice lance thrown out. But then you're sitting there ignoring your glacial spike for quite a bit of the AoE pulls, which doesn't feel real great. I think I've seen a lot of the mages be wishful that we would get back like that set bonus where glacial spike was actually cleaving to multiple targets in AoE, in which case it made it more worth it to use, but I don't think we're getting that back. Or maybe we will. That would actually probably overpower us a little bit.
I do not have a target.
But that would actually fix the AoE discrepancy, I think, between Frostfire and, or it would help too. Frostfire and Arcane. Arcane can just do such great damage on Mythic Plus pulls. So yeah, well, we'll see how it all works out. They are the mages and the alter time form. A lot of those guys are pretty dang sharp, but like most guys sitting around a forum all day, you know, they may be a little, I don't want to say the word, over anxious. Let's put it that way. So every time there's some kind of change that comes down the tube, they've all been freaking out. First, everybody was upset because I think a lot of people actually like Frostfire. It's pretty nice to fire off these huge glacial spikes. And there is a rhythm to the rotation once you get used to it. It's fairly fun and rewarding. But then Spellslinger took over, and you know, they freaked out, and then someone said, okay, that's what we can do. But then they just nerfed Spellslinger as the latest stuff I saw, so everyone's freaking out again. And Frostfire, we will see. I very much doubt that Frost will not get a considerable buff, and that's what's coming by the time we get to the next season, because Frost, in the raids, at least in Mythic raids, so Wowhead of course pulls those weekly charts. The Frost Mage has been sitting at the very bottom for quite a while, so I very much doubt that they're going to leave it like that. They'll make some kind of correction to that, and they'll probably just end up giving an aura buff, but maybe they'll get a little more creative and try to buff in another way, and it's just as likely to overbuff them, which would be interesting, as anything else. So we will see. But yeah, thanks for coming along for a little delve run, and maybe some thoughts on where we're going for mages next time. I don't really like fire that much. Of the three, it seems to not be as fun. Arcane is okay. I just don't like the feeling between the arcane surge burns with touch up, because even though those are great damage, but in between you're casting a lot of spells and you're not doing much damage, right? And that's not a lot of fun. At least in Frost. And I do like this about Frostfire, so you can be doing rotational stuff between, I guess, our cooldowns, what, Icy Veins, right? And of course our AoE combo with Kona Cold and Comet Storm is really strong. That's good damage. But even outside of those, for moving around and throwing glacial spikes, hitting blizzards and orbs, we do okay damage, better than Arcane is doing between its big cooldowns. And even Arcane, when you just have touch ready and you launch that and you pour everything into it, it's not much damage either, not without the surge behind it. So anyway, I do like the Frost damage profile, though I think the Arcane profile may end up fitting better, not just for Mythic Plus, right, but also the raids. We will see how it works out, though. I've been fairly pleased with Frost, even though, like I said, our Wowhead shows it on the bottom of the DPS charts for Mythic Raid, but that has not been my own experience playing Frost with the people that I play with, so I do pretty good comparatively. So anyway, like I said, thanks for coming along. I'll catch you guys on the next one.